Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 539. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn here, as always, with suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today. We are streaming live all across the globe on Mixer and Twitter with their whatever serves the P. And YouTube, of course, YouTube. Good to see everybody in the chat today. No Name says we are happy you're feeling better. And indeed, I am also very happy that I'm feeling better. So I've been out for well over a week. He lives, says the Dika Experience. I do indeed live. I am feeling well. You can hear my voice. It's got its power back. I've been having a hard time because I figured, well, you know, I would take advantage of my sickness to try and get some lore videos done since I couldn't do any live streaming. But my voice was so shot that I just couldn't record any audio. And it took many, many days and very, very powerful medicine to get my voice back to normal. But there it is. My voice is back to normal. Well, I should say it's more or less back to normal. I'm across the finish line, kind of, but basically I'm staggering to a halt now, so there's a little bit. I'll probably have a few coughs tonight, ladies and gentlemen, so just bear that in mind, a few coughs. But other than that, I should be none the worse for wear. Sheba Lover says, Happy Friday Eve, Ox. Happy Friday Eve to you, Sheba Lover. Tomorrow is Red Dead Redemption 2 live stream, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Been looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2 for a long while. Missed it last week, sadly. Jackson says, get well soon. Thank you very much. 200 Angel says, hello, Oxhorn. Hello, 200 Angel and all the other members in the chat. Douglas Delegard says, hey, man, missed ya. Missed you too, Douglas. So good to see you. All right, I'm gonna have to pace myself. So normally I don't talk like this. Like in my everyday life, I don't ramble on and on and on in unbroken strings. So I'm starting to feel a little bit of resistance here in my chest. I'm sure it'll clear itself momentarily. Also, no booze tonight because I just I don't want to tempt fate, and I've been staying off the sauce for a couple weeks to make sure everything clears out. So no booze. I've got a nice big tall glass of water, and that makes me feel happy. I will, however, tempt fate with a cigar. Now, I haven't had a cigar in many weeks due to all the coughing and stuff that I've been doing, but I feel like I'm feeling good enough for a cigar. I'm feeling healed enough. So I'm gonna tempt fate here and light up a stogie. If I instantly crumble into a ball of mucus and coughing, well, then I'll know that was a mistake and my lesson will have been learned. But hopefully it won't come to that as I am live on camera in front of several. Brett Buzz says, glad to see you're feeling better. Just drink a glass of cough medicine instead of cigarettes. No. So a little bit there. It'll be a bit. I'm almost out of the woods. You know, I'm just hitting all of the branches on the way out. This is what I'm doing right now. So just bear in mind a few branches left to come. What vintage is that lovely water, says No Name. Oh, this is a purified from the refrigerator vintage. Tasty. Love that shirt. Thank you, Scott. So this is my new Loot Crate shirt. And it turned out wonderful. I love the color combination of this light gray background and the Nuka World logo there on the front. I've been disappointed by Loot Crate overall, but every now and then one of their boxes has something amazing, and this shirt is special. Okay, here's the test. Will I turn into a ball of mucus? Oh, come on. It's been 2 weeks, doggone cigar. You've had plenty of rest. Doggone cigar lighter. Okay. And we're still here. Tracer says, will you do more Far Harbor lore? Yep. In fact, one of the things I was doing while I was sick is shooting footage for an upcoming Far Harbor DLC series, so stay tuned for that. Douglas Delegard says, so happy to see you on. Please get better soon. Your streams make me so happy. Well, you're welcome. And they make me happy as well. And my streams will not be ending anytime soon. Real Tiger, or Real Triggered, I should say, says, what time is tomorrow's stream? Tomorrow's stream is at the same time. It always is every Friday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. We'll be doing 4 hours of Red Dead Redemption 2. It's been a huge fan crowd favorite. Everyone has really loved those live streams. Lots of views. More views than my live streams typically get. So I'm thinking that was a good choice for the channel. And I've been having a lot of fun with it as well. It's a game right up my alley. So looking forward to tomorrow. And of course, we'll be back to our regular Monday schedule for Control this coming Monday. Now, for the weekend, I have been hard at work all week, despite the sickness, working on lore videos. So I do have 2 lore videos for the weekend. The first, which we'll publish on Saturday, is The Mystery of the Grafton Pawn Shop. That's right, Bethesda has released a bunch of content related to the upcoming Wastelanders DLC that circles around the Grafton Pawn Shop, and within are clues that lead to a great secret. And I don't want to spoil what that great secret is, so I'm not going to go any further than that. But needless to say, it was frustrating capturing footage because they didn't bother to make it into a quest or to tell you where to get everything. No, they just figured data miners will do it. Just leave it to the data miners. They'll tell the world where to go and actually complete this quest. Just don't bother putting, keys in the game that point you where you need to go. Just leave it to the data miners. So thanks to the data miners, we were able to complete this unmarked quest, and I was able to put together about an hour-long video detailing the mystery of the Grafton Pawn Shop. And it's actually a fun little story. So I got to give Bethesda credit there. They put together a really fun detective story in Fallout 76. So that's going to come out on Saturday. Sunday is a feather in the cap that we place on the grave of Fallout 2. And that's a bit more, but I shouldn't say that. What I'm trying to say is that we're finally finishing up the Fallout 2 series with a final video on the random encounters of Fallout 2. It's a video I was hard at work on before all of the Creation Club content came out. And then, of course, I had to quickly pause it and, start recording and do all the Creation Club. Then I had to fly off to God knows where for a Thanksgiving trip. Then I got sick, so I didn't get it done. But I got it done. I finally got it done. So I'm going to publish that on Sunday. It, too, is almost an hour long. Gosh dang it, there are so many special encounters in Fallout 2. And they're pretty interesting. They're pretty interesting, these Fallout 2 special encounters. I would be interested to understand what sorts of medication the developers of Fallout 2 were on while producing that game, because that's a unique cocktail right there. That's a unique cocktail. I Am BLT says, I haven't actually gotten that info, Fallout, but quick questions. Has no one in the Wasteland heard of pizza? I mean, did the war destroy all pizzas? I don't know. They had diners and burger shacks and donuts, of course. But I haven't read a lot about pizzas in the Fallout universe. So I don't know, maybe pizza wasn't that big of a thing in 2077. And maybe no one after the apocalypse has bothered to sit down and make a pizza. His icon is a pizza, by the way. His avatar here in chat is a giant pizza. So pizzas are important to this guy. And we'll just have to ask Bethesda. Go on Twitter. Why are there no pizzas? What's the reason here? It's a scandal. Josh Bunton says, Ox, show off your new deck of cards and poker chips. Okay. Will do. Give me a second. So there are a couple of things I want to show off. First of all. So as I said, the new Loot Crate came out, and one of the things they gave us was this. This is the Tesla rifle. It's a miniature Tesla rifle prop. And I don't know if I can get closer without it getting blurry. Yeah, I don't have autofocus on there. But there you go. It comes with this little stand. It's a pretty flimsy stand. And it's lightweight and very delicate. It's an interesting little prop. I'm overall pretty disappointed by the little weapons that come on stands with the Loot Crate because it's all so fragile. I don't know what kind of plastic they use, but it's crumbly. It's weird. It's really brittle. And I only know that because I gave some of the stuff that I didn't really want to my kids. And I'll never forget, I think it was a Mr. Handy, or maybe it was Nick Valentine or something. I opened the box. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll give it to my kids. They can play with it. And my daughter instantly dropped it, and the head rolled off. It just shattered. It just crumbled. So not very high quality. But they did give me the head for my Liberty Prime, so I can finish that off. There we go. So I already have a Liberty Prime that I like a lot better. But if you stick with the Loot Crate long enough this year, you get enough pieces to put together this Liberty Prime. And there it is. It is freestanding. It's got this interesting clear jazz on the heel, which is supposed to make it stand up better. And it does stand up. Like, I can set it here and it's not going to fall. Oh, I say that and it wants to fall right into my monitor. Why was it standing earlier? Okay, well, I guess sometimes it wants to stand. And again, it's nice, but again, they make use of that plastic material that's really brittle. Rachel says there are paper pizza trays in Nuka World. Oh, you're right. So there you go. I am BLT. Pizza trays in Nuka World. If you're a big pizza fan, go to Nuka World and Fallout 4. There you go. Paper pizza trays. Donovan Brents says, hey Oxhorn, have you thought about voice acting? Also, I bought your signature sweatshirt and I wear it everywhere proudly. That's very kind. Which one is my signature sweatshirt? I have a lot of shirts for sale in my shop. Is it the one with like my face on it and the beard? That's great. Well, thank you. Have I thought about voice acting? Yeah, the thought has occurred to me. I don't even know where to begin, right? I mean, I'm not connected, so to speak. There are people who are connected. Or there are people who like give up their lives and fly to Los Angeles and just ingratiate themselves in the acting community or whatever to become connected. I don't have the energy to do that, and I don't know the people necessary to like get into the biz. So I don't know if I'll ever do any acting gigs. The thought of doing voice acting in a video game sounds fun. Like, it sounds like something I'd really enjoy, and that I'd probably do well at. I have no idea how to get into that, so I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, now for the main event. Hold on, I gotta I might have to relight this. There we go. Hold on. It's huge. Okay, how am I going to do this with the microphone? The microphone's going to get in my way. Heavy. All right, so this is the Lucky 38 poker set, and see if I can arrange my microphone here. I'll go through the pieces here. I took a picture of it and posted it to Twitter. Okay. I should really have put like a platform. So first off, it comes with these three. This looks like a Lucky 38 Platinum chip. Why Robert House would have this as part of like a Lucky 38 gift set, I don't know. So I don't think it's a lore-friendly or canonical gift set. Then there's a big blind. It says big blind. There's a small blind. It says small blind. Then there are two sets of Lucky 38 playing cards. Now these are cool. They're not nearly as cool as the deck of cards that came with the special edition of Fallout New Vegas. If you bought that, let's see if I can even open this pack. It's so new, it's hard to open. That edition came with painted portraits of all of the major characters from the series. Again, not very lore friendly, but really cool, a wonderful little collector's item. This deck is very simple. It's just a vault boy hugging chips with a full hand of aces for every single one. The only difference is the Joker, which is the Lucky 38 symbol. Now, could that be canonical? Well, I don't know. Was Vault-Tec sponsoring gambling in New Vegas or Las Vegas before the bombs? Maybe, but why would Robert House publish a deck with his casino's logo on it that has a bunch of Vault Boys on it? I don't know. Still, it's a cool little deck for someone who isn't going to get finicky over the lore, like me. All right, now the problem is... There, I closed it. And this is where the weight comes in. These chips are the real deal, man. These are heavy. Like, this entire little stack is just... I feel like I'm carrying something valuable, even though I know it's not really valuable, just because it's so heavy. And each of these stacks is slightly different. This is the yellow and blue one. There's a blue and yellow one. There's a black and white one. There's a white and black one. And they're all very similar. They say the Lucky 38 on one side and a radiation symbol on the opposite side. Pretty sturdy little gig. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I forgot to put the blinds back. Oh, well, I'll put them back later. Ryder says, didn't he make the Pip-Boy and have his own vault nearby? Well, his vault was atop Fortification Hill. Did he work with Vault-Tec to build that vault? I don't recall. But yeah, he did make the Pip-Boy. So he must have had a working relationship with Vault-Tec in order to put his Pip-Boys on the arm of every vault resident. So yeah, there was an established working relationship. But did Vault-Tec sponsor gambling in Vegas? I don't know. Josh Bunton says, Ox, you need a new item that deals with Equestria now because of the Red Dead streams? I guess I don't understand how those two complement each other. I haven't read Equestria yet. And probably not going to get into it. It's not my cup of tea. But I probably won't be getting any new Equestria swag just because it's not canonical. And I'm trying to keep my displays pretty canonical as much as I can. Rachel says, so proud you've only crashed your horse in Red Dead Redemption once. Yeah, but look, it's going to happen, right? I mean, it's going to happen a lot. Just get ready for that. I'm going to be horrible at riding my horse. And I'm going to do a lot of crashing. What if I told you you read the first line wrong? It says, what's your thoughts on the new BioShock game? Well, we don't know anything about the new BioShock game aside from they're working on a new BioShock game. And for that, I'm thrilled. I don't know if they're going to have the same people working on the game as they did with BioShock Infinite and the previous two BioShocks. I think I remember reading that the primary creative director, the guy who pretty much came up with many of the ideas and pushed for that series, left the series to move on to something else for family reasons. So it'll be really interesting to see other minds driving the BioShock franchise. Where's the caravan deck? Well, the caravan deck is... I actually have... There was a card that came with the New Vegas deck of cards that explained how to play Caravan. And I kept it handy because I've always wanted to do a video on how to play Caravan. It just hasn't happened yet. Josh Bunton says it was in regards to the comment about crashing your horse and the I survived your driving school stuff during Rage 2. Got you. Well, the driving school, the Oxhorn's driving school thing was L.A. Noire. That's where my wonderful driving skills became apparent. Mason says, Ox, I enjoy watching your vids playing Fallout 3 and 76. Thank you, Mason. Both great games, and I'm glad you're able to watch my videos while playing them. Garfunkel the Happy Clown says, howdy, Ox. Just stopping by to wish you and everyone else watching a very merry day of capitalism. Make it a good one. Well, I'm always a big fan of merry days of capitalism, and I'm doing my very best to make it a good one. You too, my friend. Weird Beard says, I can't wait for the new DLC for Metro Exodus to be released. I also am eager. I'm hoping it's longer. I sat down to do the new DLC for Metro a couple of months back when they released it, the two kernels. And I finished it by the end of the stream. So it was 4 hours of content. It was compelling, gripping content, a wonderful little story, but it was short. Like, it really felt short. So I'm hoping that any other DLCs they have for Metro Exodus are a bit longer. There we go. Every time I take a break to set this down and answer a question, it goes out. XX Prodigy says, hey, Oxhorn, glad to finally make it. What are we playing? We're playing some BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 3. So there were 2 sections to Burial at Sea. We finished the first section in my last live stream. And so we'll be starting the second section tonight. So we can look forward to that. HTC says Red Dead Redemption 2 is long. I love it. Great. Well, I'm hoping for a game that'll last a good long time. Maybe it'll last us long enough to get into the new year when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. Roman says, go easy on the cigar, Oxhorn. It's way worse than booze for you now. I'm doing okay so far. Like, I haven't had any major fits. And it is my first cigar in multiple weeks. So I think we'll be okay. Jay McKibe says, Oxhorn, have you read the latest Inside the Vault for Insights of Duchess? Is it possible she's the same one in Welch? I have, and I'm really curious about that, because it doesn't sound like it, which makes me wonder why they would reuse that name. So what he's talking about is in Fallout 76, if you go to the ash heap and you go to the town of Welch, we find a little bit of lore about a pre-war at-home drug dealer who would deal mentats and other drugs to the people of Welch. And there's this little mini quest called Find Duchess's Stash, which is in one of the ruined buildings of Welch. So, we've got this character, a pre-established character named Duchess. But then, they start releasing screenshots and a little bit of information about Wastelanders, and one of the new NPC characters they were introducing is named Duchess. And she doesn't appear to have anything to do with the already existing Duchess. In fact, she's not even in the ash heap. She's in a zone, a new interior cell inside the forest. She's like a restaurant bar matron or something like that. So, I mean, it doesn't sound like they're the same character, even though they are named the same. I'm wondering why they chose to reuse that name. Ajax says, hey, Oxhorn, thanks for keeping me smiling while my dad is being treated for cancer. You don't know how much you're helping. Well, my condolences to your dad. I hope he pulls through, and I'm grateful that you're here. We'll be going for quite a few hours tonight. Guardsman J. Bravo says, what are we smoking, drinking tonight? I'm not drinking anything, but I am smoking my good old La Aurora y Leon Corojo. Welcome, new member, Little Manson. Good to have you on the program. Lewis LR says, what are your thoughts on Ulysses? He's a fantastic character all the way throughout the DLCs of Fallout New Vegas. When we finally meet him and have a conversation with him, his reasoning is just so not there. Like he gets caught up on history and he just goes off on it, and it forces him into this weird moral equivalency stance, which is hard for me to understand. Like, he was personally hurt by the Legion, and yet he hates them both equally. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And it's just hard talking with him because of the way he speaks. But he's still a really interesting character. USDMX says, Oxy, do you think you'll cover the Elder Scrolls 6 when it releases? Are you a fan of the Elder Scrolls series? I enjoyed Skyrim. Skyrim is the only game in the Elder Scrolls series that I played. I enjoyed it when I played it. I don't know if I'll cover it on my channel. I might. I might. But fantasy isn't really one of the themes that I'm tackling with my channel a lot these days. SSKI says, was worried because you were MIA. Glad to see you back. Get better, Ox. Bro, thank you, my friend. I keep everyone up to date on Twitter with what's going on. And I tweeted a couple of times about how I was feeling under the weather and had to cancel a couple of live streams. So if you're ever wondering where I'm at or what I'm doing, or if you want to keep up to speed with what's going on here, be sure to follow me on Twitter. That's where I keep everybody updated. Vladimir says, I've got control. Oh my, I love it. You can feed the furnace, you know. Thank you, Ox. I would have never have known about it if I had not seen it here. Yeah, it's a great little game. The gameplay is fun. The lore is really interesting. And I'm looking forward to my Monday stream every single week because of it. Trayson Cuilemore says, hey, Oxhorn, when will we see the Fallout 76 main story video? I don't know. It's difficult because Bethesda's getting ready to release Wastelanders, and so much is going to change when they do, including the main story. I think the main story is going to stay mostly the same, but they're going to be peppering the primary story quest line with a bunch of NPCs. So what do? Do I cover the main story as it's been for the past year and a half? Or do I cover the main story as it is now that Wastelanders is out? If I do that, then I'm going to have to reshoot a ton of footage. I have a lot of footage saved on my computer from when I went through the game once already, which I had planned to use to make these lore videos. But if they change everything, it's just... I don't know. It depends on what they do with Wastelanders. Nuka-Cola Quantum says, what happened to you on Saturday? I was really looking forward to the live stream. I've never done live streams on Saturday, my friend. So I do live streams on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I do lore videos on Saturdays. I'll publish lore videos on Saturdays. But as I said earlier, I've been sick for like 2 weeks. And I let everybody know on Twitter what was going on and that I would be missing some live streams and lore videos. But I'm back. More content to come. Josh says, Celida asks if you would ever consider playing Fallout 1/3 version, 3D version. Do you mean Fallout 4 VR? There's no Fallout 1 3D version. There's Fallout 4 VR, which I've already streamed on this program. In fact, I have on this channel. I have a playlist with all of the videos from my live stream of Fallout 4 VR collected on my channel. So just go to the playlists section and search for Fallout 4 VR, and you'll find it. And you can see what it looks like. It's interesting. It's an interesting way they put that together. Thomas D says, have you ever thought about doing playthroughs of the mods Fallout, Dust, or Frost? I have thought about it. There are some wonderful DLC-sized content mods for Fallout 4, which I've considered tackling, but I really want to wait until I finish everything that's canonical, and there's still so much to do. The story of Far Harbor, the story of Fallout 4, the story of Fallout 76, Fallout Tactics. I mean, there's just a ton to do. So I probably won't be getting into fan-made story modes anytime soon. Jay-Z says, hey, Oxhorn, what will we have for the Christmas and New Year's streaming schedule? Will you take some time off? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. So Christmas is next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. So Thursday, the next day, is the day after Christmas. Will I be streaming the day after Christmas? Probably. And then the 27th? I don't see why not. unless something changes, I mean, I'll let you know on Twitter. But unless something changes, I think I'll continue with my live stream schedule. Josh Bunton says, Ox, you did a few Outer Worlds streams on Saturday. Oh, that's true. When there's a new game, like a brand new piece of content that I really want to cover, I sometimes do that on Saturday. For example, when Fallout 76 came out, I did live streams every day until we finished the main story. When Outer Worlds came out, I did live streams almost every day. It was like 3 or 4 times that week until we finished Outer Worlds, and that was a lot of fun. I loved Outer Worlds. It was a great game. I wish I could live stream it again. Adrian says, Ox, thanks for keeping me relaxed through finals. You are welcome. Good luck with your finals. Finals are a bear. I hope you can knock them out of the ballpark. Weirdbeard says, with Fallout 76 being an MMO, the world will undoubtedly continue to evolve and the timeline progress. So I doubt it'll only slightly change the main story. So the thing where my mind is on that is the main story is set in the past. Everything we learn. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying that after Wastelanders, everything is new, right? The story of Wastelanders is the story of people who are now able to live in West Virginia again, that now that the Scorched Plague is over, right? We inoculated ourselves. We found an inoculation to the Scorched Plague. We killed the Sierra Bravos and the source of the Sierra Bravos at the Glassed Cavern. So that's it. Like, we nuked them. That story won't change. What will change is, according to the Inside the Vault that we read today, they're going to be putting new NPCs in many of the quest locations. So what I'm thinking that'll be is we follow the main quest as usual. Oh, there's a new NPC here. We can talk with that guy and learn a little bit about his thoughts concerning that part of the quest. And I'd hate to miss out on all of that if I do a series on the story of Fallout 76 without all of this new content, which means I may have to make a brand new character just to cover Wastelanders. We'll see. Randomizer says, hey, Oxhorn, love the content you create. Keep it up. Thank you, Randomizer. Grievous Reborn says there's a mod for Fallout New Vegas that puts Fallout 1 in Fallout New Vegas called Fallout 1 3D. Also, glad you're feeling better. Keep up the great work. Oh! I had no idea. Okay. It recreates the entire game, Fallout 1, in New Vegas. Is it done, or did they just release like a couple of levels that you can walk through? How do they deal with voice acting? That's really interesting. I'm intrigued purely from a fan's point of view. I don't think I'll do a lore series on it because, I mean, I've already done a lore series on Fallout 1. And why tell that story again, you know? Jessica says, for Wastelanders, I was thinking they'd do what they do for ESO. You wouldn't see the new NPCs until you finish the main quest. Really? Is that what they did for ESO? Whoa, that'd be really weird. I don't know if I like that. If that's, I don't like the sound of that, because then you've got basically 2 different instanced versions of players running around the world. You've got the new players who are leaving the vault for the first time and solving the main quest for the first time, who can't see all of the NPCs that you can see now that you're inoculated from the Scorched Plague and you've beat the main game. I don't know if they would do that. I don't know if that would work with this particular game. BioPatty says, good parenting, neglecting your children. Oh, right, because my wife totally isn't in the other room watching the kids. I would go live as the only adult in the house with my kids just fending for themselves. That's me. Guy C says, you're looking trim, Ox. Oh, thank you. I did a bit of trimming. That razor kit that I got is great. Like I'm getting good at cutting my own hair. Al Rondorio says, looks like your daughter's pretty good at art, Ox. Maybe you should have her design some shirts for you. Maybe. No, she's a big artist. She's constantly drawing and giving little gifts to all of her friends and family. I've got her drawings all over my office. They're just all over the walls. Jay McCabe says, main story and Wastelanders are going to be side by side, Ox, with small changes. Yeah, that's what I thought they would do. But it's the small changes I'm worried about. How small will those changes be? And will I have to take them into consideration when doing a lore series on the main plot? Douglas Delegard says, love seeing your little ones make an appearance. Me too. Rachel says, I was blown away by the virtual settlement video. Think it may break my game on PS4 though. Hashtag peasant life. Yeah, the virtual settlements creation for Fallout 4 it's really well done. It's really the first creation I can honestly say feels like a mini DLC. And I said that in the video. I mean, despite the price point, which I think is a bit much, it was just really well done. You know, we got so many new settlements we can build at. Infinite build limit. It's just great. So, man, I wish I had time. I wish I had the time to sit down and just build all these cool settlements. Andrew Hardy says, hello, love your videos, saying hello all the way from Arizona. Hello from Arizona, hello from Seattle to Arizona. Good to have you on the program. Hawk2274 Vision says, oh yeah, the PS4 Fallout 4 dies if you have too many Creation Club files. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit ambitious trying to get the Creation Club and mods to work with consoles, but I'm sure the next generation of consoles will make modding easier for games. Jessica Sharp says, your little girl is getting so big and she's so cute. Did she try to take care of you while you were sick? Oh, she was very sympathetic. Very sympathetic. She didn't try to take care of him, but she was on my team. Very supportive. Yeah, Daddy, you drink that chicken soup. You can do it, Dad. You know, that sort of thing. Randomizer says, hey, Oxhorn, I was curious if you wanted to be a special guest in a Fallout-based mini-series taking place directly after the end of the Great War. I don't know. I tend not to do interviews or to get involved in mods. I guess it would just depend on the project. I'm not familiar with the miniseries that you're talking about. Sheba Lover says, if she drew a picture of dog meat for a shirt, I'd definitely buy one. Lol. Maybe. What have I told you? You read the first line wrong. Says, did you know people are adding codes to Fallout 76? Codes? Like what kind of codes? Nah, this is the first I've heard of that. I'm not sure what you mean. Two Gun Tim says, yes, you're alive. I am indeed alive. Feeling better after being away for so long due to sickness. But I'm excited to be back and eager to dive into BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea, Day 3. Sir Charles says, what is the Creation Club? What's the purpose? Well, some will try to summarize the Creation Club by saying paid mods. I think a more accurate definition of the Creation Club would be extra content after the end game of Fallout 4. And it's made by modders, popular modders, and Bethesda pays those modders for their work. So it's one of those win-win situations. Bethesda will sometimes make a creation, usually it's a skin or something, and then they'll hire a popular modder to put together a really polished piece of lore or a weapon or something like that. Some Creation Club items are more successful than others. I am really picky, so I complain about a lot of them in my videos. But it's a net positive, I think, because long after people have finished all of the content for Fallout 4, we can still enjoy the game with fresh content thanks to the Creation Club. Adam Allen says, have you heard about that they're announcing BioShock 4? I have. In fact, the day that they made the announcement was while I was streaming live on this program, and we stopped the broadcast for a brief moment just to check out that information. Josh Bunton says people are adding things into 76 like the Pridwin. Oh, you mean on their private worlds? Oh, okay. I figured that that's what people would do with their private worlds, right? I'm sure there's any number of things you could do with a private world. Brayden says, hey, Oxhorn, I'm disappointed I never got to experience your L.A. Noire series when it came out. Well, my friend, that's the beauty of video on demand. The entire series is live in an organized playlist on my channel. You can start from the very beginning, and it's just like watching it the day it came out. You can still leave a comment. You can still talk with me about it on my show, and I'll still chat about it. A great game. I loved L.A. Noire. Even the ending. I won't get into that. Big Baby Zubas says, hey, my main man OxyClean episode 2 is okay. 1999 mode. Probably after all of the difficulty that we had with Burial at Sea in my last broadcast, I don't think I'll be going into 1999 mode, which is like the ultra hard mode. I'll probably just continue to play on hard. Lucas says, no, Ox, it's in public servers hacking 5-star legendaries. What? How? How is that possible? How could Bethesda let that happen? You're kidding me. Well, no, this is the first I've heard of it. I'm going to have to look that up after the show. That's insane. How would they get the Pridwin in a Fallout 76? That would mean that the Pridwin is still in the game files of Fallout 76 because it's based on Fallout 4. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Hackers? Oh, that's tragic. Evening Ox says Mac West. Evening Mac. Good having you in the program. All right, we got about 4 minutes before we move on over to BioShock. Leo Borg says, yeah, a lot of hacking happened when they opened for a short time free for all to play. I hope it doesn't become free to play. Just bad. Just bad all around if they make it free to play. Oh, that'll break my heart. Hawk2274 says, hey, Oxhorn, what do you think of the mod America Rising Sadly, I'm not familiar with it. I'll have to read up on it after the broadcast. Prower says, with the primer on and how they even people were making weapons that had 10-star legendaries, but it's already been fixed due to yesterday. Okay. It sounds like the hacking has been hacking has been fixed. Great. Adam Allen says, it's hard for me to trust Bethesda after 76. An understandable opinion. Mac West says, it's good to hear from you again. Thanks, I'm feeling a lot better. It's good to be back. Austin Frieder says, hey, Oxhorn, I wanted your opinion on something. My friend thinks it's inappropriate to mod weapons of any kind into Fallout, whereas I think World War II weapons and their revolutions are okay. What you're talking about is gun lore, and that's the big question. There are a lot of heated opinions about gun lore in the game, and I have some of my own. My stance on that is any weapon that was created by man before the 1950s is fair game, right? If it was a weapon used in World War II, it existed in the Fallout universe, and as a consequence, could have been found in the Fallout world, right? The big question is, where do you take gun technology after the 50s? Because clearly technology in the Fallout universe advanced after the actual 1950s, because the game, the end of the world wasn't until 2077, and there's power armor and plasma and laser weapons. So technology clearly advanced, but there's an iconic feel to weapons that are still stuck in the 50s, or even weapons that have a Cold War feel. And I think you break a bit of the quote-unquote gun lore of the game if you try to get too fancy, right? If you were to drop all of the weapons from Call of Duty 4, for example, or what's a better example? Like Fortnite, something. If you were to dump a bunch of weapons from a modern shooter into the Fallout universe, they would feel out of place. Due to their inconsistency with gun lore in the Fallout universe. I mean, there's a reason why the assault rifle in Fallout 4 looks the way it does. Because there is a lore that the developers are trying to stick to with guns in the Fallout universe. But they haven't been very clear on that, nor have they been consistent. In Fallout 1 and 2, they were much more liberal with the kinds of weapons that they allowed in the game. They were even using experimental German weapons from like the 1980s in Fallout 1 and 2. Caseless ammunition, just crazy stuff. Like the most obscure weapons that you can't even find today were just dropping in the wasteland. Like people were walking around. You kill one of the Morton brothers and he's got this strange H&K whatever with caseless ammunition that was really only produced in Germany for a couple of years in the 90s. But there it is in the wasteland, right? That kind of weird thing happened in the original Fallouts. And in Fallout New Vegas, they were also much more open with the kinds of weapons that they allowed into the universe. But in Fallout 3, and in particular Fallout 4, they tried to stay with a very specific type of weapon, and they resisted the temptation to use a lot of modern weapons. But I mean, there's a big controversy over it. So I guess it's what you whatever side you like to fall on there. No Name says, I'm calling it Haxing from now on. Thanks, Ox. You're welcome. Mr. Naughty Priest, with a very generous donation, says, hi, Oxhorn. Hope you're having a good day. I am having a great day. Thank you very much, Mr. Naughty Priest. And you just made it better. This is very wonderful. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your generosity. Thank you for the tip, and I hope you stay for the rest of the broadcast. Lots of good stuff left to come. Duder says, hey, Oxhorn, please give a shout out to my faithful companion, Sketch. He crossed the bridge to the happy hunting ground last week. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, but big shout out to Sketch. I hope he's hunting in the happy hunting ground and having the time of his life. All right. It's time to get to BioShock. Good to see all of the new followers on Mixer, by the way. I know I'm paying most attention to YouTube, but I do see you, everybody, on Mixer. And I'm grateful that you're here. Thank you very much, J90 Lurch. All right, let me cut my music here.
Okay.
Whoops. Whoops. All right, Burial, let's see episode 2. Are you ready? Here we go. Do we want to previously? All right, for the sake of the broadcast, let's do previously on BioShock Infinite. Burial, let's see.
They told me, son, you were born to do great things. They were right.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. You think that's a child down there? She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Head to medical!
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked?
There ain't no Atlas, kid. The name's Frank Fontaine.
I had you built! I sent you topside! I called you back, showed you what you was capable of! Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up.
You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance.
Okay, so it's not a summary of the last DLC. It's a summary of BioShock 1. Okay. New game. Yeah, so this is what they mean by 1999 mode. It's for the best of the best. I mean, I'm not the best of the best. Let's just put that on a hard if you're very experienced with an FPS. Here we go. Would you like to see a recap of the events of BioShock? Is that what we just watched? No. So, no.
Sally! Sally, come out!
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
So, that's a recap of what we ended at in our last BioShock broadcast. Ah, France. Baguette.
Yes?
Quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't. I can't accept...
Je vous en prie. J'insiste.
Thank you.
Oh, we're playing as Elizabeth here. Man, this dude is really happy about bread. Look at that. He is so stoked
Bonjour.
to be carrying that baguette. And how did I know my character's name? All right, so Elizabeth finally made it to Paris.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Doing well, artist man.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour. Soldier says, hi, Oxhorn, I love your videos. In one of your Good Neighbor player homes, you found a Brahmin skull called Antler in the basement, but did not know what it was about. Now, I know now. It was a Fallout New Vegas reference.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Can I run? No, I can't run. Okay,
Bonjour,
well,
Monsieur Surratt.
Bonjour, mademoiselle Elisabeth.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Ça va bien?
ça va bien. All right, I think that's probably where I have to go.
Bonjour,
So
Elisabeth.
Oh my gosh, everyone's really friendly. Stop talking to me, guys.
mademoiselle.
Seriously, what was that? This guy's really happy about bread. Just look at that. I have bread, and you do not. It's my bread. Soldier says, and when I watched one of your videos about the Bright Brotherhood, I understood the
Bonjour,
skull
mon ami.
reference.
Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie...
Have you spoken to the pretty
Mademoiselle.
American girl yet? Oh, no. Is there a pretty American girl I'm supposed to talk to? Oh, it just goes around the corner.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
How do these people know my name?
Bonne journée.
Good day.
Bonjour. Et si tu venais boire un verre avec nous?
Claude.
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite. C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec deux jolies filles.
Ha ha! Oh, you player. Well, it is France.
I'm sorry, Cosette. Next time, I promise.
Ah, dommage.
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Ooh, cinnamon rolls.
Bien
Well,
bonjour, Elisabeth.
I bet you I'm gonna have to pull out a gun and start shooting
Comment
things.
allez-vous?
Je peux vous vendre tous les livres que vous voulez. Et pour pas cher en plus.
Do you have The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton?
Désolé, ma petite. Celui-là n'a pas encore été écrit.
How does he know it hasn't been written yet? What? Alright, I'm starting to get tripped out by this place. This is just too French. Like, this France is so French, I'm getting Franced out.
Bien le bonjour.
Will Henley says, can't donate much, but I really enjoy your content. Hope to hear you on Audible someday. Thank you, Will. Maybe I will be on Audible someday.
Il va falloir que tu me guides. Parce que je me suis perdu
Very,
dans tes
very
yeux.
well.
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Oh, yes, I must have a baguette. Just people on the sidewalk giving out French bread. Could this be any more French? Oh, man, when the enemies arrive, they're going to be throwing croissants as, like, ninja stars. Okay. Let's get through this Paris part. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, écris-moi encore un poème, Christian, mon amour.
Tout ce que tu veux, Roxane. Un baiser, mais à tout prendre, Kiss. C'est un secret.
A kiss is a secret which takes the lips to the ear, a moment of infinity humming like a bee, a communion tasting of flowers, a way of breathing in a little of the heart, a tasting a little of the soul at the edge of the lips. cat's just hanging out here. Josh says, well, she didn't want to go to Paris. I mean, she made it. Is this the Paris of her dreams? Or nightmares?
Un large choix des meilleures viandes et fromages.
Everyone's dancing and singing. Oh, I'm so creeped out right now. Renosian says, Ghoul Slayer Gamma Gun for sale. Pardon me, best gun in the Commonwealth, 100 caps. Merry humbug, Oxhorn. I have no family, so we'll spend day recapping your vids. Well, sorry to hear that, but I'm glad my videos can help.
Elle est tellement plus belle en vrai, tu trouves pas?
Si tu veux mon avis, il y a des choses qu'il vaut mieux garder en rêve.
Oh, God! A bird just landed on her finger! The bird is singing! Oh my God! BioShock, the Disney film!
Oiseau ou la cage? Oiseau ou la cage? Pourquoi pas les deux?
Oh no, bird of the cage, bird of the cage. Oh, so at least the music stopped. I missed something. There was that one path that I didn't go down. I gotta get through this hellish landscape first. Can I sprint? Please.
Une baguette?
No, I don't want a baguette. Oh, get past the baby. The doggone juggler. People wanting to paint portraits of me. Birds landing on my finger to sing in French. Let's get out of here, man. Oh, come on, let me sprint, please. It's blocked off, says Cool and Ward. I gotta get past the kid dancing with the bread. It's the kid dancing with the bread. There, this is what I missed.
Bonjour, mon petit trésor. Je vais te croquer.
Bonjour, my little cabbage. Oh. It's a little pavilion area. Journal du Monde. What's the cat doing? Man, that is one happy cat. Okay, so I didn't miss much. This is a dead end. All right, let's go back.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Sprint. Bread boy is taunting me, I know. I have the bread. You don't have the bread. It's my bread. Ha 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 ha.
Une baguette,
No.
mademoiselle?
No, no bread. Okay. Well, I can't interact with the bird or the cage. Here the music thankfully stops. Ooh. He is eyeing me in a suspicious way. We got birds in cages. Destines. Child with a balloon. Okay, talk to girl.
Sally? Sally!
Come back.
I can't sprint. Ooh, everything's... Look at this. A mist blows in off the water. Clouds obscure the sun. Kota says...
Sally, wait!
Come back. Come back.
Oh, no! Woo.
Wait!
Kota says, I was walking around, minding my own business, when out of an orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam. Well, that's pretty much what's going on here, isn't it? Ooh, we got a bookshop on fire.
Sally, stop!
Come back.
Can I enter?
Sally, where are you going?
No. Seen Sushi, or Sean Sushi with a tip.
Sally, hold on!
Come back.
Thank you very much, Sean. Oh, lobotomy, crims, orbited. Really, a lobotomist? Oh. Oh, that's the glass I'm stepping on. I can't believe a freaking bluebird landed on my...
Come back.
Stop, stop! Where did she go?
Who let it into BioShock? Damn red balloons, says no name. Oh. Booker DeWitt? What? In France?
Go away. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything! No, it wasn't my fault. Leave me alone. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
So remember in the last episode of Burial at Sea, we were trying to save Sally by flushing her out of the pipes, and Elizabeth's brilliant idea was to turn on the furnace to literally flush her out with the heat. Hey.
Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker? What? I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
SuChong.
What?
Tell him SuChong.
SuChong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does SuChong propose to get us back?
That's between me
That's between me
and the slant.
and the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, Back in the city, they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see SuChong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Oh my, okay. Well, that was, awkward. So was Booker there or not?
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
Okay. We're right back where we were at the end of the last one. The toy department. Okay, well, this is blinking. What does that mean? Means I can climb the wreckage. Before I do that, let me explore. If I'm honest, I can't imagine Elizabeth being like a gun-toting gunslinger. Oh, I'm stuck up here. Oh, and I can't sprint? Come on. Wait, what's this? Looks like I gotta climb.
Paris. I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
That wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this SuChong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
That's right. Booker died at the end of the last chapter. So who's she talking to? Fontaine's department store. There we are. Well, let's get it open.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Oh my God. Please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? Huh? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up in the same place, then it's an harm to ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived.
Okay, let's leave the lettuce twins. Crazy people.
You're trading omniscience and croissance for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool.
Well, thanks for that, Lift me up. Pick me up. Back the lighthouse. It's always with these doggone lighthouses.
The Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option as I see it is to trust yourself. Find SuChong.
Okay, so I'm dead. Or Elizabeth is dead. This is a long elevator ride. I don't like it.
My words. Palm of my hand.
So is looting even important in this particular game?
Personality.
I think I'm gonna have to use this air grabber.
Right on.
It's gonna be messy. I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
You see, boys? You see what a success your dad is? You see how all them fellas look at me? I know what you're here for.
Okay, don't make noise. Don't make noise. Don't make noise. Ryan the Lion Preparatory Academy. Carpets muffle the sound of your movement. Oh, that's great.
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. Shh. He can't hear what's only in your head.
Okay. Tutorial. Stealth assassination.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
Oh, great. So it's a stealth game. Oh, you know how good I am at stealth games.
To us to see they become Grecian urns and don't return to mud. Get them young enough. And you can mold them for life. Henry! That's that black Malakis, that 12-year-old single malt. Let's discuss this like men. Henry!
Now, let's get its lockpick.
Okay. Who was shouting, Henry? All right, so here's the corner of shame. I will not share my toys. I will not share my toys. So that child was put in the corner of shame for sharing. Today's art lesson, draw a parasite. You met today Mrs. Turner, Daddy's girlfriend, and Mommy. Oh boy. We've got some messed up children here. Ryan the Lion reminds you parasites are never welcome. Ryan the Lion Preparatory Academy. So in his mind, parasites were religion and nationalism. What's through this door? Oh. So which one do I do? Do I go through that door or this door? Well, let's do this one first. Maybe I'll get something useful. Oh, and there's another door.
Lockpicking can be easy with the right tools and know-how. Use your lockpick to probe a pin. A neutral pin will open the door. A blue pin will open the door and knock free a noisemaker. A red pin will open the door, but also sound an alarm.
Oh, great! Oh, no, why? Why do this to me?
Simple enough, just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
Oh, God. Press F to probe a neutral pin and open the lock. A red pin will open the lock, but also sound the alarm. Did I do it right? I guess I did. Use a medical kit, press G. The number of in the top left-hand corner indicates how many medical kits you currently have.
Hello, children. I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the Parasite. We all deserve a piece. If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the Parasite. You must only buy fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Ryan the lion says, chew on that, you parasite.
Jay-Z says, Ox, you can climb into vents. Be sure to look up. Thank you. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 9 plus 2
Hello,
equals...
children. I'm
How are they going
Ryan
to
the lion.
fit 11 in there?
I'm here to tell you about Peter the parasite. I beg the pardon. Isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the parasite. You all deserve a piece.
Okay.
If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see...
So we've got a couple of guys over there. For the pacification of disruptive children. What is that? Child pacification bolts. What? Okay, before we go through there.
Ryan the lion says, chew on that, you parasite.
Communism is a sham, outdated, a mistake, indigood, delusion, hypocrite, ache to people, invented by parasites, property of FT? A stupid idea is stealing moochers. Empathy for weak people is for parasites, is for the unfit, is stupid, not positive, not a virtue, not a value, drags you down. I wonder what they had scribbled out there. Ryan the lion always shoots to kill. God. So this is where they would send their children to be educated. Fun.
Damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Lion.
Okay, by coming this way, I did miss a bunch of stuff over here. And I want to make sure it wasn't important. Ooh. Ah. Okay, what's over here? Pankarat says, by the way, Oxhorn, remember Elizabeth is wearing high heels, which are totally great for stealth. And Marani says, hi, Oxhorn, watching this while recording my own videos. Good luck with your own videos. Oh, looks like this is a basketball ring. Arena. It doesn't matter how you play, it matters how you win, Ryan the lion. That's it. Okay. Oh, I can climb into vents. Oh, this is the one. Is this the one I came out of? Yeah, it is. No, wait a minute. No, it's not. I came through there. Which means what's in this vent? Oh, God. Oh, cool. The Easy Life says Star Wars or Star Trek. Glad to see you back. Was worried there for a bit. Oh, I'll say Star Trek. Right, that just puts me in the basketball rink. Scratched Discs says, your quirky, over-the-top dramatic readings have gotten me through many hours of boredom. Thanks for being awesome. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. Okay. Lions of the Week, Corey Stower, Michael Ramsey, and Oliver Hong.
I'm here to tell you about Peter the parasite. If I bake a
All right, you see any vents?
isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the parasite. We all deserve a piece.
Is that the only way
Isn't
out?
it my right to buy candy if I see fit?
It must be. How am I going to get past those splicers?
If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite.
Crossbow.
Sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands.
And what
It's
does
up to you.
Ryan the Lion warn us?
A stealthy approach is safer and more efficient. Sneak up on foes and perform a melee attack to knock them out. If you're spotted, get out of sight and keep quiet.
Those who cannot create will always steal from those who do. Where is your empathy? Asks Peter the parasite while he picks your pocket. Empathy. You'll find it in the dictionary under M-I-E. All right, boys and girls. What does Ryan the Lion tell us about the tragedy of that? Come out.
You spiff, Rabbit. You spiff, Frankie. And you leave
Access all your weapons. Hold E to bring up the weapon menu.
me what?
Ryder says, just picked up the Outer Worlds. It's fun so far. It is fun. Let's see where this goes. Oh, no, that's cool. Okay, if I could only find this guy who's talking, then I could hop down and give the place a better exploration. Crossbow tranquilizer ammo, yes. Oh, I can attach to that. Okay, let's see what's down the other side first. Ooh, Tenenbaum. Traitor. Okay, this other guy isn't around here. There's no free lunch.
You can't judge a man by his bookings. Characters gotta come into account.
But where is this guy? Wait, so I can collect Eve. So she does have Eve powers. Where does this go?
Say insurance, because that ain't the answer. I feel like a man. You know, his family's taken care of, no matter what.
Is that it? Principal's office. Don Creep says, couldn't turn down the chance for some overtime this week. I look forward to watching this tomorrow. Good night. Good night, and good luck on your overtime. I will have the replay up as soon as possible. Proper discipline, official procedure for problem children. Use of possession is advised. Using the possession plasmid or vigor. Oh, there it is. The possession vigor. Well, I am a graduate of the Dishonored School of Stealth, so maybe I'll do okay. I said that now. Exit. Okay, is that where I need to go? I should probably explore the rest first, huh? Okay, that's the exit. All right, that's where I need to go. So before I do that, let's go back and see what I might have missed. The Easy Life says, do you still think the paddle ball is the most ridiculous weapon in Fallout? It's pretty ridiculous. The juice gun or the poison gun, whatever gun that was, is also pretty just awful. Okay, wait a minute. There was a door. I think I found it by going into the vent. So let's go there. This just puts me out over where I was. And this puts me out on the ground floor again, right? Okay, I think I actually found everything. Let's go through the exit. Although what I didn't do is this. Press C while airborne to land quietly in a crouch. Oh, cool. There's the exit.
Look, SuChong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character SuChong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960, with Booker, when you drowned Son.
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels like. All right, if we're gonna find SuChong, the Silverfin is the place to start. I know the way.
Need to know theater. Free men and free markets.
Are you in the know? There has been a lot of idle talk from gadflies and naysayers following the nationalization of Fontaine Futuristics. I believe in free men and free markets, but I also believe in my city. And Frank Fontaine's purpose was nothing less than the destruction of Rapture. It was he who gave comfort to the laggards and layabouts. It was he who coddled the tramps and vagabonds. Fontaine was poisoning the people of Rapture. But his venom wasn't made of arsenic or strychnine. No. It was concocted from something far deadlier. It was brewed from altruism.
Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle. Okay, go to the Silverfin restaurant. What have we got in the vending machine here? Food, a little bit of ammo, and lockpicks. Silverfin restaurant, join us upstairs. So, elevator? Ooh. Clever, clever. Okay, that's where I need to go, but what's down here?
Sorry, Chip, but I'm real upset. We came to Rapture to get away.
I'm getting a lot of hand cannon ammo. Seems counterintuitive. That's not a very silent weapon, is it?
Really? Well, that's a weight off my shoulders.
Oh, we've got another one. Sex without compromise.
Are you in the know?
Human reproduction is vitally important to society, but there is no reason that the act of copulation cannot be pleasurable as well. Remember these tips. Sex is egotistical. Without self-esteem, those participating in coitus are revealed to be fraudulent, hypocritical animals. Ego is indispensable in the bedroom.
Wow.
Negotiate with your mate. Intercourse can be mutually beneficial to both parties. Set out expectations with your partner beforehand, outlining the services you will provide one another.
What?
And hold them to their side of the deal. Never forget, oral contracts and handshake deals are for starry-eyed gigolos. Always get it in writing. Your pleasure is your business. Remember, you come first. Nobody's going to keep an eye on your pleasure except you. Don't be left high and dry. Armed with this knowledge, go forth now and enjoy Sexual Congress the Rapture way.
With contracts.
Now you know.
And a dotted line. Wow. Appetite for sin. See the temptation of Rapture through the eyes of a Midwest girl. Well, that's pleasant. All right, Cupid's arrow. Can we go here yet? All right, I know if I don't go through here, I'm going to miss something.
I was here as well. Right after I came through, I needed something to wear that was a little more Rapture appropriate.
What is this, like a sex shop?
Wow.
Below decks.
You didn't have these books in my tower.
Pearly gates. Mother, may I? Ah. What? I think I'll skip that portion. Gender bender. Liberation found fathoms below. Meet Chris, whose sexuality knows no boundaries. Delightful. He works harder, but plays harder. Big Daddy. Oh, no. I sure hope we don't find one of these films. Employees only. What's this? Oh, it's a private cubicle. Complete with magazines. Nice. Ooh, Peeping Tom? Ooh, a plasmid! Turn every room into a peep show. Peeping Tom. Plasmid. Oh, cool. See if I can get my hands on that. Search wallet. Oh, where did I even see that wallet?
Dear Madam, I have received your letter regarding our new line of Peeping Tom plasmids and wish to respond thusly. Tough luck. This is Rapture, miss. What my customers do with my product is their business. If you are feeling uncomfortable, you are more than welcome to line the walls of your home in lead. If you wish, I could direct you to a reputable supplier.
David says, hey Ox, first time I've been able to catch one of your streams since I finished up BMet schooling. Thanks for making videos that have made every day just a bit better. You're extremely kind, and thank you for coming by to say hi. Oh no, not this. Surprisingly, I'm doing okay. I don't see anyone here. Let's get it. Pick up Peeping Tom.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
Okay.
I told Santa Claus I'm always ready to cut.
Splicers. I could use this plasmid and see them through the walls, or if worst comes to worst, turn completely invisible and get the drop on them.
Press right mouse while standing still to see enemies through walls.
Limits to how much we
Hey, there you are.
How many times have I asked Antonio for lockers with actual locks on them? I come back from lunch and the ensemble I just bought is gone. Stolen. But here's what takes the cake. The thief left an outfit in exchange. At first I was gonna toss that thing, but then I fell in love with it. It's an old-timey number with a corset, no less. It ain't exactly nice.
Doggone it! Performing a melee attack on an alert enemy will only stun him. Evade your foes until he loses track of you.
But
that only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
Well, doggone it.
How could you just walk away?
Where's the other one?
Hurry up and come out. I got a lot of irons in the fire.
How did he see me?
I didn't say. Oh, Jesus! Who did this?
Okay. Now let's listen to that again.
Before, when you said you were in Paris.
It wasn't really Paris. It was more of the world as I want to see it. I suppose I wasn't really happy there. We'd all be better off, us DeWitts, if we could leave well enough alone.
Ken Clive says this is Rapture's version of Las Vegas's Green Door. Ha ha.
how many times have I asked Antonio for lockers with actual locks on them? I come back from lunch and the ensemble I just bought is gone. Stolen. But here's what takes the cake. The thief left an outfit in exchange. At first I was gonna toss that thing, but then I kind of fell in love with it. It's an old-timey number with a corset, no less. It ain't exactly today's fashion, but I'm a girl who can tell good craftsmanship when she sees it.
Okay, so I didn't miss much when I was interrupted. So this is where Elizabeth appeared in the tear when she first arrived. She stole that outfit, left that one, which we remember from the base game, behind. Looks like the person she stole her outfit from liked it. Okay. Well, I'm glad I came this way. I walk away with a... oh, wait. There's another door. Oh, that's the other way I was. All right, I would just waste a lockpick by opening that. Okay, let's follow the quest marker.
Report any unexplained water problem.
If different types of
I don't see anyone.
Now I'll get in.
You have acquired a noise-making device. Make sure it's equipped and fire it at the windows to the right to draw the splicers from your path.
Here you may fulfill your potential and get all that is your due. To do less is criminal, obscene. There are no excuses in Rapture. I may be old, but I'm not deaf. I'm sure we're all back to...
Don't you think you can hide? I know every inch of this house. Not such the eager beaver I thought.
Well, what now? I thought this is where I was supposed to go.
Ah, but gee, there's all kind of theories about how you sell something to a man. Those eggheads ever hear of relationships, conversation, huh?
I heard that.
What you done to my friend here? What you do to my friend, you do to...
Goodness! This will never happen to my boy. I'll make sure of that. You hear?
Dart gun is useful, but now I'm out of darts. I wonder if I can reclaim them. Crossbow tranquilizer dart. Got it. Got it. Got it. Sweet. I didn't lose anything. Great. It's an elevator, everybody is saying. Oh. Is it an elevator? I thought it was a dead end. Thank you, everybody. Oh, there it is.
Once I could see everything. Every possible moment. And now...
You're just like everyone else.
Why? Why, because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you talking to nobody? If I had pegged you for a loon, I might have had second thoughts on our arrangement.
I'll hold up my end, but I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass in a lass.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're cracking open. My memories of the future and somewhere I'm going to go.
You sure it's your future you're looking at?
If not mine, then whose?
Atlas got a secret. You're not in this alone. Got a helping hand for you. Yeah, it ain't wrong. We stick together.
Is this song important? Do I need to listen to it?
Why, oh why can't I have a slice of that pie? If I can't have it, why can't I? Why can't I have a slice of that pie?
Lots of pie metaphors in this game.
Why not?
It's him. It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. I can't hurt him. I could keep my distance, but if I watched myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy.
The Big Daddy attacks on sight and cannot be killed by Elizabeth. Oh, and then it flies off the screen. Oh, great.
These new songs, they're real personal. They're like love letters. Straight from all my fans.
Old Man Winter. I'm not going the right way, though. I need to get to the Silverfin restaurant. But maybe I'll find something back
I'm
here.
just honored.
Feeling hot under the collar. Stay frosty.
You'd like nothing more than Wait, what was that? Kiss that crown goodbye!
Ease of relaxation with Old Man Winter from Ryan and
Come back!
Oh, and I lost my dart. So I don't always get the dart back.
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine. Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
Blue Slate says, wishing you happy 12 days of Winter's Veil. You too, my friend.
What do you want?
Let me in. I'm working with Atlas.
I ain't heard nothing. Nobody gets you in without a kind word from the boss.
Okay, guess I need to come back. Well, that was a waste of one good dart.
Kill your cravings and the circus of value!
First, the log. Martial law.
you don't keep ahead of the rest, you'll be resigned to fall.
Well, good. I got to dart back.
Wash. Cleanliness equals success.
Okay, she's right below me. What is this? Open door.
The Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to this SuChong. Looks like I'm not the first one who tried to get in here. At least he left a trail.
Okay. Find another way into the Silver Fin. I'm thinking it may have something to do with those vents.
Somebody must have shot him when he tried to break into SuChong's. What's this?
Ooh.
Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to SuChong's. Wait a minute.
Why are my hands all red?
Ah.
SuChong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge.
Up we go. Oh no. How do I get past that?
You're not getting out of this deal right easy.
Like that, I guess. Disarm the device from behind with a lockpick. Oh, can I do that? No, I can't. All right, so that's not the device I was talking about. Oh, interesting. Okay, but that did cost me 2 lockpicks. So I've got the noisemaker back.
I think we found our man.
No sign of him now.
Either he's dead or working for Ryan.
Okay.
Locked. And nothing to pick. But I come here for a reason, right? Isn't that why you told me to find SuChong?
Well, technically, you told yourself.
Thanks, I appreciate the reminder.
Of what?
My tenuous mental state.
People ain't designed to see what you see. And now that you're just plain old flesh and blood, Be grateful you've got things this well held together.
There must be something here I need to find. Something SuChong was working on. SuChong was opening tears?
Oh dear. Okay. Will I get my tear powers back? Oh, bad juju.
Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, vigors. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Luteces before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that anymore.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. They're... Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float...
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stocked with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here.
Right. Information to fix it. Let's see what we can find. There's the Luteces. And Elizabeth. Kitchen.
And before I knew it, Ryan had me bounced out of my own restaurant. And that Korean had the run of the place. It was a good business, I tell you. I never should have told anyone about that light. About those weird buildings I saw floating in the clouds. And most of all, I never should have told no one about that girl who showed up one day in that old-timey blue dress.
Do I know this guy? Plasmid required, Old Man Winter. Oh. So I missed something, or at least I haven't found it yet. Crossbow tranquilizer ammo full? Really? 3 is my limit? Oh, you're kidding. That's just devilish. Hey, I think that's what we need. Hold on, I saw something to open here a minute ago. Guess not. Schematics.
These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things SuChong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the Bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heatsink. Oh, that's... Where in a department store we can find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work.
Oh,
Time to find
okay.
those parts.
Well, just got a laundry list
And I
of
just have
stuff.
to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here.
Repair the Lutece device.
Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new Bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
Problem. Big Daddy will not imprint on the little brats. Yet Fink succeeded in imprinting his disgusting bird on his subject. How has Fink, this stupid man, succeeded where SuChong failed? If SuChong could obtain hair sample of Fink's subject, SuChong could determine delta of genetic material with little sister. Proof is in DNA pudding.
Okay, so there's something back there that I can only get with Old Man Winter. I've got to get Old Man Winter to get this device working. Now, back to the vent, I guess. Or not.
Penalty for vandalism of SuChong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be SuChong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for SuChong to return to lab. And you say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough of talk. Fix the machine.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Mother always says it's important to be yourself. So here I am, 100% a genuine artist.
Gonorrhea, that's what you'll get. And there's no cure but the madhouse.
Dressing you down? Far from it.
Can I? Oh, yeah.
Who hides from the light of reason? Cower like some cock.
First, a law against bribery. Then, there was some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
I'm running out of darts.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode too.
Okay.
Got it. Now I need to find Old Man Winter and a CO2 scrubber.
And we got a Big Daddy in our way. Great. I could go over. I've already cleared that. Wolf says, does anyone know where Cricket normally spawns? I often find her outside of Vault 81. Try Vault 81. Manta Ray Lounge? No. Oh, it's sending me right towards the Big
If
Daddy.
That's what they call a fellow who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. You've been. You got it.
You can't talk to me like this. Some respect.
That's what this is. Sensible, bound on trying in my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Oh.
Come out and show yourself.
Whoops.
There's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
Why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. I will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
So that's here, right? I need to go up the elevator? Yeah. Okay, well, I've only got one dart left. But I'm where I need to be.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
If that's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Probably shouldn't be saying that over the walkie-talkie.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks.
Okay. There it is. The Bathysphere.
The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that.
Okay, wrong one. Let's see what we can find.
Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
Wrong one, though, I guess. Jay-Z says, Ox, remember you can hold the Peeping Tom plasmid to go invisible and walk around. Oh, is that how it works? Thank you. There it is. That's the one I need.
The law gets bribery. And you'll want some fella in my privy advising how
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
Okay, controls. Now I could jump up there to that hook. Ooh, we got a couple of enemies down here. One dart left.
They are very... Any thoughts on Life down in Fontaine is going to be what you make of it. So make it great.
I'm just honored to be in the competition, and gee, I hope you like me. More than to be Miss Rapture in 1960.
Lucky. Lucky.
I don't have time for those incapable of greatness.
Criminal dealings? Ha! Fallacy and misdirection from those afraid to let the market take its natural course.
Oh, come on.
Why, yes. I love the children. 3 at least. Of course, I need to find the right fellow first.
Heard that. Clear as a bell. Come on, lady. Let's work something out. My colleague appears indisposed. Let us continue. Come! Let's test your
Press G to use the medical kit. Okay.
Where'd you go?
I was at full health. Not sure why I needed to use a medical kit.
We're not finished. I see you done here. You ain't gonna
So
do it
one on the
again.
other side of that door.
Come on. What are you running away for? That's it. We're through.
Well, that uses up all of my Eve, but it works.
Eye on the ball. That's how you stay on top. Eye on the ball.
See if I can find any more Eve.
I made my quota. Well, I mean, all right. I was only off this much. Can't you kind of fell out right for once?
Can't lockpick. Why? Requires 3? Don't I have... Oh, I don't have 3. Okay. Need to find more. Ooh.
The waters surrounding Fontaine's
Oh, cool.
have been seeded with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to lose. Life down in Fontaine's is going to be what you make of it. So make it great.
Hey, hey.
You're tuned to Radio Rapture. Music.
Peeping Vision mod. Removes Eve cost for seeing through walls while standing still. Yes.
Discerning here. And now, we've got something very special.
And another tranquilizer dart.
This little baby
Okay, I'm back in the game.
was picked out of the
Back in the
thousands
stealth
by
game,
the
anyway.
maestro himself, Sander Cohen. And when Sander finds a songbird, he'll know for sure she's gonna sing sweet.
Wait a minute, I thought it
Miss
said
Elizabeth
doesn't
Smith,
use Eve when
you
standing
belong
still.
to me.
Why are you always number one and I'm always one up the bottom?
Damn hooligans. They've been sneaking into the repair bay at night, riding around on the hydraulic lifts. It's some kind of make-out spot. Can't exactly blame them. God knows how boring it must be to grow up in Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this isn't an amusement park. I've locked the control room. The code is 7951.
7951. Great. Now to find the control room.
Mark my words. Palm of my hand.
Up there, maybe?
Don't skip on the contact. You hear me, Phil? Don't skip. Can't blame me. Things always go down. It's like the heat does something that I want.
Another one.
You can't judge a man by his bookings. Character's gotta
Ah.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away. We're not finished. That's it. We're done here.
So it's. I wish I had one more lockpick. I think that's where I need to
Come
go.
out and show yourself. I ain't letting a good lead like you get away.
Oh, we'll just use this one. 7, 9.
You're not getting out of this deal that easy.
5.
The waters surrounding Fontaine's department store have been seeded with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. If any thoughts of escape to the roof, light down in
You
Fontaine's
spiff,
is
Rabbit.
going to be what you make
You
of
spit,
it.
Frankie.
So make it great.
And your ears burning.
Probably a switch around here somewhere.
Hold to pick up radar range. Oh, I remember this from the last DLC. This was fun.
This is gonna be noisy.
Come back. We can work this out.
Five lockpicks.
I ain't letting a good lead like you get away.
Love it. I love that weapon. Okay, maybe I can buy a lockpick. There we go. There's 5. Let's see if I can pick it now. Possess turret mod. Adds ability to possess turrets forever. Yes, now I don't have to hack them or pick them after possessing them. That's great. Well, glad I spent my money on that. Now, there was that room below that required 3 lockpicks. Do I waste my money on 3 more? I think I can afford it. No, I can't. I'm out. That was it. There we go.
Got it. Just need to find Old Man Winter and we're done.
All right, now, Old Man Winter, it's supposed to be in here, right?
So make it great.
Don't expect coddling from me. Are you some fickleness? Child who won't relinquish your
A Rapture reminder. The waters surrounding Fontaine's department store have been filled with an extensive number of magnetic lines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the rooms. Right down in Fontaine's. See what you make of it. So make it great.
Now I don't want to check, but I'm telling you, he is close.
So I greased a few palms here and there, time to time. What of it?
What'd you say?
Of course they all respawned.
Come here. Sweet idea for you.
Ooh. We made it. Lockpicks. Yay. Well, only 2. I need 1 more to get that 1 door. Oh, well, we'll leave it.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Ooh, what was that? Why can't I get that? Ooh, a gas crossbow? Gas ammo. Gas bolts are armed with a proximity gas bomb, which renders nearby enemies unconscious. Awesome.
Hey, Junior! Come on, Eddie. No excuse for a racket. Come out and show yourself.
Okay, so I got most of them, but the range isn't that good.
We're not finished!
Hey, there we go. Holds it permanently now, right? I'll take its word on that.
Come, make yourself.
I'll look
Whoops, I thought I had the other one equipped.
When can I see you again?
Heartless!
When I find you, break's over. Back to the office.
Where is he?
That's what this is. Into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
Recently, I found something
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code.
Sure was open for business.
We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. SuChong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more.
Morse
What's that
code.
all about?
Optional. Find all 4 coded mission transmissions.
Hypnotize Big Daddy.
Coming next year.
Of course.
First, a law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
Man, I'm planning a big comeback. Just need a new agent. You know anybody?
Fallacy and misdirection. Those sprinkle in the market to its course.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll cool SuChong's machine.
This is where I was earlier, but I couldn't proceed at the time, right?
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo.
Now be quick about it and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Okay. But maybe I'll nose around a little bit.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1958 bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign. There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
Pharaoh's Fortune, Kashmir, and Arcadia. Audio log.
So Atlas asked me to figure out where to strike first when we bust out of this place, but, you know, it all depends on when we get out, you know? I mean, November 5th, it's a big founding of Rapture shindig at Fort Frolic. Valentine's Day, you know, I mean, Arcadia's real popular. If it's near New Year's Eve, then, hey, we could pop the corks off all the stuffed shirts down at the Kashmir restaurant.
Film, message received, Ryan.
The time has come, brothers and sisters. Did you want to keep climbing Andrew Ryan's ladder? Just to watch him knock it down as you're reaching the top? The cards are stacked. That's a bunch of fine words, if there ain't deeds to back them up. Rapture was supposed to be different. But the only thing that separates it from the slums of New York or Glasgow or about 1 million gallons of salt water. Ryan sent a clear message when he had Frank Fontaine put down. It's time all you learned your place. I tell you what, Ryan. Message received. Loud and clear. And here's what the people of Rapture have to say to you. If you won't give us what we want, we're more than happy to come and take it.
Oh my. Revolution.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Got it.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Ooh. Company May?
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. The goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd asked my opinion, which you didn't, I'd send a crew down here and clean up the place before they show up on your doorstep. But who am I except some undercover schmuck you sent to give you straight dope?
Hey, another one.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from SuChong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. You'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
2 of 4. Right, now there was this vent.
Saying that you? Sam?
Who the hell are you?
I always been there! For you!
When we waste.
Did I kill the wrong guy? Did I kill one of Atlas's men? Whoops. Okay, what's in here? Okay, this is where I was. So... Oh, I got a medical kit. Might as well stock up. Great.
I heard something.
Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneur.
I'm out of gas darts.
Ill affairs.
Whoa!
Cold shoulder.
Oh, first death. Should have healed myself. So how does she resurrect herself without Elizabeth here? What? What was that?
Who the hell are you?
Confront your weakness!
Oh, man, who was shooting at me? Wow, Elizabeth is really not a gunfighter. Oh, and I gotta go through this cutscene again. Okay, is there a way to skip it? Apparently not. No resurrect, loaded, autosave. Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's a little better.
You can't talk to me like that. Show me. What'd you say?
All right, I'm gonna have to end it here. Let's see if we can. No, there's no saving here. Well, ladies and gents, it's 10 o'clock my time. I have a live stream tomorrow morning of Red Dead Redemption 2, 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning here on YouTube or Mixer or wherever else I'm broadcasting for Red Dead Redemption 2 Day 4, I believe it is. So I hope you'll join me for that. We're having a really good time. Thanks for joining for Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 359, I believe. I'm on the mend, feeling a lot better, and I've got some lore videos for you this weekend. Fallout 2, special and scripted encounters, and the mystery of the Grafton pawn shop. Great stuff. I hope you're looking forward to it. But have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early for Red Dead Redemption 2. Have a good one. Stay safe and sleep well.